think we're all set. Check, check. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. If that goes through, welcome to another episode of Under Construction. Today we're starting with some very important stuff that I need to do, and it doesn't involve scenery, nor does it involve spreadsheets. It actually involves the most important thing you can do on any Trainz route, which is making backups. So, let me close that real quick, just to clear off my desktop a little bit. We're going to the screen. We'll start off on the screen. I'm going to actually, I need to make a small change so that it'll prompt me to save it as something else. Not a ton. What is up with you, Mopac? Hello, Dragon. Let's save as. We're going to do 0.3.10. That's going to annoy some people, surely. But we are going to save this. We're going to export it as a CDP. So that's going to be right here. So this and this. Still missing dependencies, which blows my mind. List asset versions. I just watched New England Jeopardy. What do you guys think? I know it was kind of a catastrophe. I figured it out better later. There's a second version coming. But I hope you enjoyed. I will ask, how many did you guess? Hello, Pat. List dependencies recursively. What the hell is missing? These three things. Yeah, images, I wanted to add images I had originally, and my issue with images is they were too much work to put in when I went back and redid it. So, yeah, no, images would have been nice. Okay. Sorry. Back to what I was doing here. So, this... I need to just delete missing assets again. But... come on, do it again. Yeah, Daniel Mason was one of those that definitely had to go in. There are only a couple that I went, oh, how does it have, how does, it's been going good, except I lost an hour and a half of work. Override existing session. Yeah, I wanted to bail out here. Come on, take me out to the menu. Take me out to the menu. Alright, there we go. It should have no missing... What have I... What? Oh, that's 0.3. What do you have in terms of missing dependencies? Is this the, This is the session, isn't it? And then this is the route. So that means I have to go... Select route. I need to go here. I need to go... Now it has faulty dependencies. The hell? Built-in new version available. What if I go back to select route and I just hit edit route? Yeah, the main central had the 2662s. They were hand-me-downs from the Boston and Maine who hated them because they were garbage. And the main central also hated them because they were garbage. And then they converted them into oil and they got worse. So, that's the way it goes sometimes, I guess. Do not save session. So, yeah, the that version of Jeopardy was also called hard mode because it was long and it had 60 something questions, and it was a full Jeopardy game. It is a full Jeopardy game, and I know I mentioned that during, but it was a full slate of questions. I mean, In the second version, we also do subtractive points, and the timer is a lot shorter. And you know, the the B team, it was a better game with worse players, because they knew less about the region. But I got my Boston Market pot pie dinner with me. Nice. Um, okay, so we're going to export to CDP, and it's going to go into here. It's going to go down to temp. No, sorry, not temp. It's going to go down to trains, and then temp, and then this, which is, yeah, this is just the route. Yep. And it'll take a second to go. But then if I blow up my, yeah, I can make a accompaniment. Um, then if I manage to blow up my trains, at least I have it saved somewhere. So, export to CDP. 3.10 default. And there we go. The session is a lot smaller, which I guess makes sense. The route is much too large to send over Discord now. When it was small, you could do it. Alright, so get rid of that. I can close these out now that I have it saved. And I can just go through and do a little bit of pruning because it's getting a little bit out of control, if you ask me. Oh, did I hit? I wanted to delete it, goddammit. We can see how far we've come. Oh, and now I can actually turn this off. Now you can see the screen again. Oh, look. Damn, look how far... This does put into perspective how much work we've done. Please let me out. Please let me to the menu. Thank you. Where are all my routes? Why are things in a weird order? See, I saved just in time because now we are busy exploding the game. Delete this version. I wish I could bulk delete them. Actually, I might be able to do that in Content Manager. 3.6, delete route. Actually, we're going to keep the 3.6s. Delete route. Let's not go too far now. We don't want to delete all the routes. This might be one of the last streams I've been due to some things. What kind of things? Is everything alright? Or are you getting a job? Or something. I know schedule changes have done a number on people. Now there's faulty dependencies. Weird. Okay. Whatever, it still loads. I don't know what those faulty dependencies are. Oh yeah, a thing called school. Yeah, that's about as bad. That's actually worse. That's worse than getting a job because you don't you pay for that instead of the other way around. Oh, and the new episode of The Realist is up on the Discord as well. Okay, so now we're back to a regularly scheduled programming. I think we're just gonna go ahead and start working on the grass along these edges here. But well, the difference for you, Kevin, is you're not in Europe. Sucks for the people that are starting school. You will be missed. Those that will no longer be able to attend. However, I'll still be here, and you can watch the VODs and keep tabs on the progress. And if you leave a comment, I'll do my best to respond to it. Which, did we have a no? We didn't have a comment most recently. And, well, okay, lucky you. Well, somebody's paying. So, number one, someone's paying for it, and number two, most importantly, you're not getting paid. So, you know, that's the important part. Monday, Wednesday, Friday classes, though, still not great if you happen to have to stay up till like 3 a.m. on a Friday morning to watch one of these streams. Having to go to class after that would be rough, unless you want to just have a really weird sleep schedule where you get up you know, you go to bed really early and then you get up at midnight and watch the stream and then go to class a few hours later. It's like, oh, you know, man, you look like you've been up all day, or you know, oh, sorry, I got to go to bed early. Oh, why? I've got somebody's building a Trainz route, and I always tune into their streams, and then your friends laugh at you. Um, what's even funnier is when you're the guy doing it. All right, yeah, we switched to route layer, right? Yeah, okay, that was like the first thing I did. Sometimes it's automatic, and sometimes I just totally forget. I would also like to put in the rest of the signals after we wrap this up, after we wrap this grass stuff up, all the way up to Pan Am at least, or whatever the next signal bridge is before Pan Am, because it's holding back our AI tests something fierce. So anyway, for those of you who have been tuning into the double headers and are wondering why there wasn't a double header this week if you weren't in the Discord, I didn't think we would have enough people to do it. We ended up doing it. We ended up playing with the boosters, which are like power-ups, and they made it to be a much more interesting and entertaining game. I'm going to be honest. So I am glad for that. It's a shame we didn't record them, but there will be more of those probably in 2 weeks. Give it 2 weeks, and then we'll come back to that, because I'm gonna put up the other episode of Locomotion next week, or Locomotion, the other episode of Jeopardy next week, so that I have them up back to back, and that that will clear out that backlog, and then we can start planning for another Jeopardy if people like them, because one of the folks in the second Jeopardy actually made his own slate of questions, so yeah, we'll see about that. How close are we to the end here? Not very close, turns out. Other episode of Locomotion. CSL noises? Oh, Chris Sawyer's Locomotion. So, I've been tossing around a return to Locomotion. No, not Sprinkles. I didn't know Sprinkles, I think, when I made the Jeopardies. But I've been tossing around a return to Locomotion before you get excited. I'm not sure when I would be doing this, and I'm not sure how I would fit it into my schedule. Possibly just as a substitute for, you know, obviously we're not doing the Bacon Line anymore. I suppose we could call it a retired series. We might pick it up again in the future, who knows? But point is, you can accept TTOML as the final episode of the Bacon Line. There's another one we recorded, but I don't think we're going to release it. It was kind of a mess. So, the Bacon Line, or sorry, the Locomotion series would probably be me trying to beat the regular scenarios, just starting from the beginner scenarios in like the Steam version or something, or maybe Open Loco because it's easier to record. But it would be going through the scenarios like that, unmodded, you know, sort of just the way they come, which would be interesting. Although I think I'm not sure if any of the mods have like affected stuff like the Loco Tool wrapper. I'm not sure if that's affected the regular game, which would kind of put a damper on doing that. I might have to make a second install of Locomotion in order to do that, which I wouldn't be opposed to. It wouldn't be that hard. Or maybe I could just play with breakdowns off. I don't know. But I would be trying to play the game sort of how it's meant to be played, and Chris Sawyer really did think through a lot of his systems, and yeah, the breakdowns are annoying, but you know, there's ways to manage your reliability, in that, you know, buying locomotives when they're not brand new and some stuff like that, you can get better reliability out of your trains, but or your vehicles in general. But yeah, that's what I would want to be doing if I went back to Locomotion. It would be sort of challenging myself. You know, basically see how many I can get through in a row without restarting, and maybe that would be the length of the series. If I screw one up, then that's it. That's game over. But I don't know how viable that would be. I don't know how difficult they really are or aren't. I know East has been going through them, but East is an overachiever, so I don't know if he'd just be knocking me out of the park. As you may have seen in my videos with Heist, uh, it turns out I'm not actually that good at locomotion. I tend to have a pretty like small start, um, but I need to think more. You know, that I was just sort of going for it, especially because it was multiplayer and it was just more of a social thing. But I'm making excuses for myself. Point is, it would be interesting to see how things go with that, with locomotion, with trying to beat the scenarios. So anyway, um, a lot of folks did initially find me because of locomotion. I think that was one of the first series that I did. It was probably Minecraft and then locomotion, like in that order. It's kind of weird the things that I've done in the past that I've almost completely forgotten about, like Homeworld series and I did Portal 2 with TBA and um, there were some interesting games in there. There was Bounty Train. I'd need to look back and see what I have thumbnails for, basically, for the games that I've played. And yeah, some of them were successful and some of them were less than successful. Um, Eventually gave up on Homeworld because I couldn't. I got stuck. Which is the way that goes. I mean, that's a game that's designed to be very difficult. Um, Oof. You forgot about me. Ouch. Life sucks. Way to hurt my feelings. Just kidding. Yeah, there was War Thunder. Some of the other weird ones. War Thunder I did for quite a while. War Thunder I still play from time to time, so it's not like it's that weird that that it still exists or that I played it. I need to put a tree on this corner. I need to put a big old tree, big leaf. After a whole year of searching, I found you. Oh, how great is that? How cute is that? I love hearing that. Actually, here's I'll do you one better. This is why if you see this video and you want to see more of me, you should subscribe and ring that bell. Yada yada. The happiest moment of your life was finding me. That's touching. But also, damn, that's you need to find some. You need to have some happier moments in your life. Uh, Everyone liked the stream. You're commenting. You're giving me engagement. Uh, Whatever it is, whatever we got to do to make the algorithm happy, right? So, all right. So we're gonna fill out grass on this. By the way, now I have a brand new CDP, so if anybody wants a CDP of the route, just go yell at me on Discord. I gotta put it online and send it. Which I still need to do a lot of fiddling in my multiple Google Drives to transfer the ownership of things from one user to another. Speaking of which, if Matt shows up, I need him to transfer me the ownership of something. If Tyler shows up, I need him to transfer me the ownership of something. Um, yes, exactly. We're back to my massive ego. Gotta love it. Okay. Um, yeah, we need to do this road. Update you on CDPs for my route. Yeah, and I still need to actually pull your route up and look at it. I'm so sorry. I always get carried away because I never have, like, this is my time now, This is my increasingly rare time to work on this route. So it becomes like I don't even think about, oh, what else can I do in this time? But bigger egos, or if you joke about them, they'll pull your IP. Well, I'm not gonna do that. Mostly because I don't know how, but also because I'm not that sort of dickhead. I appreciate seeing the updates to people's routes, yours included, that show up in fake model railroading. Just because, not even for from like a critique point of view, but from like I like to see things flourish sort of point of view. Um, it's nice to have other folks that are around that are working on their thing, because it's nice to sort of compare how our projects have been going. I mean, obviously, I've got this very public how my project has been going, uh, but it's nice to see other people with projects that are going, I guess. All right, so we need to figure out how to squeeze this in here. Oh, Kerbal Space Program, I did that series for a long time. Um, Kerbal Space Jam, and what the hell? What else did I do that was weird? Uh, that was unusual. Now it's bugging me. Uh, I mean, I did like 17 different Minecraft series. KSP2 in a few months. I hope so. I hope so. I get the feeling that it's going to end up being pushed back again, but I really hope it does come out on time. If it doesn't, though, no sweat, not a big deal. Whatever. Speaking of projects, anywhere I can find some good swampy-looking trees. Ooh, that's a good question. There are some good weeping willows and stuff that are just, I don't know if they're built in or what, but they're just called tree. Um, but yeah, I mean, you need to know what kind of trees you need. Uh, just do a quick, what kind of trees grow in a swamp, or this given kind of swamp. If you're trying to do like the Everglades, that probably has a different set of trees than, like a New England cedar swamp, or uh, a sort of like a Georgia swamp. Because I mean, if we look over here, we've got some like gum trees and stuff like that, and the broadleaf trees. But yeah, I think I have some cedar trees. Oh, there's one kind of cedar tree, which isn't really the kind I was looking for. Cypress, evergreens, big oak trees. Yeah, so I don't actually have a cypress tree. Um, but there are some evergreens, or evergreens being a catch-all for like spruce, pine, right? There are some oak trees, but yeah, I mean, I just look around on the DLS for those kinds of trees. Typically, the ones that are just called tree and then the name are going to be more or less your best bet. All right. All right. There we go. Yeah, I need to do an imperialism over some documents. Sort of like the FBI, I guess. Uh, all right, we'll move that guy back there. The FBI out here proving that you can do imperialism for good reasons. Uh, anyway. So, this needs to be texture infill. This is going to be like a break, like over here, or not over here, like over here, right? Yeah, right there. Yeah, that came out pretty good last time. We're gonna do that again. Um, how do you get to oh, right here. Windbreak, thank you. Yes, air brake. I was thinking air brake. Playing Tage the Dangerous Religion. We're gonna make sure you're still Christian when you least expect it. Uh, it's the weekly make fun of Ellis time. Yes, it is actually. Just please don't cause complete uh, stream chat chaos like last week, like TJ and TJ and party. Oh, good, Matt's here. Hey, Matt, I need you to do something for me. And when he hears that, I will explain what it is. Uh, I can't quite explain how to do it because I don't know off the top of my head. But to I need you to smuggle these bricks of cocaine. No, uh, uh, we never watched the stream on Discord together. Yeah, I was blaming you. You seem to be in charge. So point is, Matt, I need you to transfer me ownership of a document, and on Google Drive. Uh, you might have to look up how to do that because I don't really remember off the top of my head. But I need you to go to the document that is now called, I think, Stat Sheet Calculator. It's the one we've been using. It's the Wannabe Boys document. Because I have repurposed that into a repository for all of the stat sheets that we're going to send Steve and Wes, and it's like almost fully operational in that it does all the calcs for you, the power calcs for you, that sort of thing. I need you to give me ownership of that document, basically so that it's basically so that I know I can get a hold of it whenever I need it. I don't want you to be like, what's this? 4 years down the line and just delete it because you don't know what it is. I don't think that you would do that, but I'm asking you to do this for my peace of mind. And if Tyler shows up, I need him to do the same thing, except with the local Royale rules document, because I've turned that into the document that all of the trading cards direct to. So it's kind of important. I'm trying to keep all the very important documents like within arm's reach because I'm paranoid. Um, it goes along with my huge ego. Anyway, uh, I have a light cough, but apparently I don't have COVID according to the COVID test. Gloria, however, has COVID for like the fourth time. We're supposed to go to a concert tomorrow, so we got more COVID tests, and we're really hoping that they come up negative when we try them tomorrow morning. Still use Ellis Train at Gmail. That's just me. That is me and my personal stuff. All the trading cards are under there. Um, and like some of the stuff I've started to migrate to the Iron Horseman Chronicles at Gmail, like some of the important stuff that went to the Chronicles or that goes to the Chronicles. Um, oh, I'm glad you. That's right. How was? Did I ask you how your convention went already? Because I wanted to know how that was. But yeah, I'm glad you didn't get COVID. If you have made it this far and have not had COVID, I think you should get like an award or something. Uh, Especially if you're in the U.S. where no one took COVID precautions seriously. It was super. Oh, good, good. I've never actually been to a con of any kind. Also got drunk for the first time. Nice, nice. Congrats. I had it once from Chicago. Ouch. Chicago vid. Okay, we need this right here. Oh, I'm hungry again. Oh no. I've got a bag of chips. I guess I have a bag of chips. Um, I had it once early on. I'm pretty sure it was because of the ill-advised New Year's party that we had here during like peak COVID. Uh, that was me being irresponsible, and I take responsibility for that. But it seemed like everyone was okay, and then people got COVID. It was like, oh, it's been going on for like a year now. We don't have to worry so much anymore. We should have worried. Uh, Looks like I am unable to transfer because the stupid guideline rules my school puts in place with their Google accounts. God damn it! You made that a school account? That's upsetting. I mean, that's not your fault, but god damn it, that's upsetting. I'm getting COVID once, but my girlfriend has had it 3 times and been quarantined 8 times. Good lord. See, I call it just working from home. I've been quarantined for a very, very long time now. When I feel a little off and decide to work from home for the next week, uh, which is me right now. Uh, so hopefully I feel better by the weekend because yeah, I've got a concert to go to, which I don't know what I'll do with those tickets if I can't go. They're probably not worth very much. How am I still sane? And I don't know. Well, mostly because I stay at home anyway. Like, I don't go out. Uh, the only most of the time I go out is for like one of two reasons: either to go to the Wisconsin Waterville in Farmington or to get sushi. That's about it. Because I refuse to like have sushi delivered. It's the last thing I want someone to like put in their car and take to me. Uh, who's playing at the concert? REO Speedwagon, Styx, and Loverboy. Although Loverboy I think backed out. Um, if you don't know who Loverboy, because I didn't recognize the name Loverboy, it's the everybody's working for the weekend. Those guys. Um, my mom was very excited to see Loverboy in particular. I was excited to see REO Speedwagon in particular. Or I am excited, I should say. Hopefully I feel better. If not, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do exactly. Should stay home. Who knows if I will get another chance to see these guys? So it's a tough decision. Obviously I don't want to get a whole theater of people sick. Uh, I don't want to turn REO Speedwagon into the next super spreader event. But that's my weekend. And then yeah, I'm supposed to go to a cookout at TJ's parents' house. So if I'm feeling sick, I won't go, but I will still drop off the uh, barbecue pulled pork mac and cheese because I know people will want that, and we will you know wear masks while cooking it if we are positive. We'll make we just cleaned the hell out of the kitchen, so well, Gloria just cleaned the hell out of the kitchen. Um, also send a photocopy. We'll send along a photocopy of the recipe if that didn't already make it through. I can't remember if it did or not. At some point, I feel like we've got to treat COVID as an endemic disease, but also at some point, like, we need to be responsible for, like, hey, when we're sick, we don't go places. Just in general. Like, I shouldn't go to a friend's house if I feel sick, no matter what. No matter if we think it's COVID or not. So, and that's sort of a thing that you did beforehand. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed your pot pie. I remember, oh, you son of a gun, you got me sick, uh, and it was not a big deal, but it was something that was it was a nuisance, and nobody wants to be sick, so there we go. No one here has taken COVID serious since April 2020. Yeah, that sounds about right. Uh, and if you're vaccinated, it is just kind of a nuisance, but if you're not, if you can't get it, or if you have like if you have some sort of pre-existing condition that either precludes you from being vaccinated or just, makes diseases suck dick for you anyway, uh, then you're gonna have a bad time with anything, but COVID in particular. It is our 21st century plague. It's our 21st century Spanish flu. Hopefully, it's the only one. Hopefully, it is the one of this century, and it's not, you know, the first one of the 21st century. Hopefully, we cease to live in interesting times. Yikes! High school never required a mask. Did you never go to distance learning or anything? Which honestly, distance learning sucks. Uh, it is way worse than regular learning. But at a point in time where we didn't have a vaccine available, it's like, okay, the all the options available are bad ones, and we're gonna do the one that keeps people from getting sick. Uh, you know, you might have to retake math, but at least you won't be retaking math 6 feet under. All right, there we go. Windbreak going there. Um, We'll do this all the way to over here, I guess. Oh, and these trees are on top of the road. Retaking math from the grave. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how I felt after, that's kind of, that is almost certainly how I would have felt if I had failed math in college or at any point. Just like, yeah, I'd like to be dead, thank you. I have to retake this. There's no shame in having to retake a class because, hell, I mean, I struggled. A lot of college math courses or just college courses or even high school courses for difficult stuff like math or science or, a lot of people struggle with math because, it's sort of like concepts and you get it or you don't. Um, Not eating lunch in the cafeteria. Well, okay, I guess that's something. It's got sort of a weird line to draw, but okay. Uh, the Okay, hold on. Let me paint this road here. Paint this ground. Um, the hell was I gonna say? Oh, and you know what? I need to redo that because I want to make the brush a little bit smaller so it's only in one side of the road, really. Um, College is hard, and high school is hard sometimes too. Like, I I hold nothing against the people that struggle because I don't I didn't get through college without struggling. I got lucky that I didn't have to retake anything, but that doesn't mean other people didn't, and that doesn't mean you're worse if you did. Uh, People learn at different rates. People struggle with different things. I I lucked out and went into a field where I was able to wrap my head around the stuff that was put in front of me most of the time, or at least 65% of the time, to not get an F. Uh, and I had professors that were good and an advisor that was good, and the stars aligned for me. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like the world's luckiest guy. I don't attribute a lot of I didn't get where I am because I'm like uniquely good in any way. I'm just an average dude that lucked out. I feel like, um, and the reason I want to emphasize that is because I want to sort of give the idea that the very sort of milk toast idea that you can be and you can do whatever you want really in life. I mean, yeah, luck helps, but at the end of the day, average people can do pretty much anything, and we're all pretty much average people. Uh, and we can fail to recognize our own talents. You know, TJ's out here saying that he lucked most of the way, but you were smart about going to the school you went to. You have a knack for editing, and you have a drive and a passion for filmmaking and that sort of thing. And you know it's no coincidence that you ended up where you are. But I can definitely see how we can see how luck sort of influenced it, because there are always going to be people that are less fortunate, or that you know the dice don't come out the same way they did for us, and they end up suffering for it. And uh, we should, as lucky ones, do our best to help those people whenever we can. Um, but we should, as lucky ones, sort of acknowledge that it's not because they are worse or they are lesser, individuals that may struggle with this or that. It's just because the chips didn't fall where they fell for us. And people are different, and that will affect, your life. But at the same time, circumstances are different, and that will affect you maybe even more. Uh, I think at the end of the day, your your drive to do something, your determination to do something, will be the deciding factor in your life. Pretty much no matter what you do, and uh, no matter how life shapes up for you. And I think that's actually something, because I can tie this into the episode of The Realist that came out today. That came out less than an hour ago, actually, that we recorded about an hour and a half ago, for Whiplash. And if those, for those of you who haven't seen Whiplash, absolutely 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 movie, 5-star movie. spoilers for my review, but really, if you know me and if you've heard me talk about Whiplash before, it shouldn't come as a surprise to you. Uh, and it's a movie about not giving up. It's a movie about determination. And I'm doing pretty well today, despite the fact that I feel like I probably do have COVID, despite what the test said. Which is why I didn't, which is why I wore my mask when I went to pick up more COVID tests, and why I have not gone into the office today, and why when I did have to be around my coworker, I wore my mask the entire time, except while we were outside. Um, and we're able to be socially distanced. Uh, I never knew that, TJ, and that is really cool. Uh, I also didn't know that it was done on like a tiny budget. J.K. Simmons is awesome. Um, yeah, just get, if you want to hear me gush about that movie more, go watch The Realist episode 30. That is The Real List, REEL space LIST, episode 30 on Whiplash. Just came out. It's in the announcements on the Discord. If you want to get it through there, if you're in my Discord. And yeah, and for those who don't, I did not watch the short. I actually was unaware of the short until I was unaware of the short until I was reading about the movie after having watched it. And now I feel like I should go watch the short. I just wasn't able to before I started this, because I had to wrap that up, go and get more COVID tests, and then sit down and make this. Basically, I got a short break today between work and podcast and under construction. It has been a busy day for me. Also during work, I had done some trading card work. Oh, which I said I would talk about this time around. So, batch number 2 was originally going to be a Rares Online batch. If you've been following the ever um, the ever evolving story of Railroads Online, you will probably understand why we're not doing a Railroads Online batch right now. And mark my words, there will be at least, because we have 2 now that are like good fill-ins for Railroads Online, or are shaping up to be, Railroader and Highball. Mark my words, that is not the end of it. I am certain there will be more. Um, you know, Derail Valley already is moving towards their simulator update, which is coming slowly, which I guess counts. So maybe there'll be 2 more. Basically, first-person train driving game where you get to walk around also is apparently a really major genre now among foamers. Now that the world sort of, as now that computing has evolved to a point where we can do these realistic simulations. Yeah. Anyway. All right, so this is going to be a tree area, and we're gonna just copy paste trees into there. Tree area, windbreak, break wind. All right. So batch 2 is coming up. It is under production right now, I guess you could say. Um, I don't have a date on when it will be released, but there are still some things that need to be worked out in the meantime. A couple of locomotives that we were struggling to get stats for, so we shall see if I get messages back from the proper channels. Actually, hey, TJ, if you still have any contacts at Essex from when you did Frisco, let me know. So yeah, but yeah, I sent them an email. I'm probably gonna follow up with a phone call. I have the directors, the retail directors for the Rare Museum of Pennsylvania and California State Rare Museum. I finally have both their information here in front of me. While I've been feeling under the weather, I haven't been incentivized to call them, but I will at some point. and I have put together lists of locomotives that will be in those trading card packs when the time comes, or if the time comes. Although we will probably be making those whether or not they decide to do a partnership, unless they explicitly tell me not to. So there's that. Um, but batch number 2 is going to be called the Great Experiment. It's it is, yeah. I would like to impress them. I would like to make a good first impression. It is based on locomotives which were experimental and successful, in a manner of speaking, one of a kind, or unique in another way where they were sort of customized to fit in a certain way. Uh, Being that I mentioned Essex, you can probably already guess based on that description. The one that I'm getting at there is 3025 because it was modified so heavily to be more like a New Haven locomotive than like its sort of Chinese whatever you want to call it, like the way it was built. But we will have a couple of other major locomotives in there, and I will yeah, I'll talk about a couple of them, and some of them don't fit the theme. Um, but generally expect unique locomotives, including Baldwin 60,000, Timken 4 Aces, Little River 110, Skookum 3025, and what's another one I can just drop as a unique locomotive that we threw in there, a relatively unique locomotive. Oh yeah, Red Devil. So there's a selection, some of the more notable entries in Batch 2. No, not Triple X. Successful. One thing else, what happened to locomotives of the New Haven? They were all scrapped. They scrapped them all. They got McGinnis. And the same thing almost happened to the Boston and Maine, except McGinnis was thrown in jail, I think. Uh, so, the locomotives of the Boston and Maine, of which only a few survive, were spared the fate of the New Haven's engine, only because of criminal charges. Uh, the Perlman treatment, yeah, that's another good one. The Daniel Layson survived because it was too old to die, and that's it. There are no other locomotives that were owned at any point by the New Haven that still exist, as far as I'm aware. Maybe like an experimental engine or something they sold off, but I don't think so. I don't think so. It's just the Daniel Nason, uh, which of course made Hemlock very happy if you've watched the Jeopardy that came out today. Uh, and just to juxtapose it, the next one has Matt in it, so you know they accidentally sold a Mohawk. Yeah, yeah. In the New York Central, they saved a couple of notable examples on purpose, and then the rest of it is like basically accidents. And the closest thing we have to a Niagara left is Mexican, and they are pretty close. I mean, I would love to do a locomotive versus the Niagara, uh, just to see how different they are. Because I'm not sure we've ever actually established how similar or different they are. We've just sort of called it the Niagara because it looks similar. I wonder which one is genuinely better. The Niagara is a killer Northern. I've got to say, it is a really, really good engine. You know, and I know I'm supposed to be a Pensy guy, but that doesn't mean I can't respect real when I see it. Um, and just to get out of the way, yes, the New York Central wins on style points for like most of the 30s. Okay, uh, but the PRR wins before that, and the PRR wins after that. Until you get into the 60s, in which case, yeah, okay, the New York Central was doing a lot better because they were kind of savvy and forward thinking. Um, but there's definitely some debate able to be had there. There's some genuine competition. It's not like, oh, this one's better, full stop. This one's better, full stop. Uh, Early on, the PRR definitely wins for innovation, and later on, I feel like the PRR wins for innovation too. I mean, they were trying new things. They didn't quite shake out as well as, electric signals, cab signals, uh, the Westinghouse air brake did. Um, have I thought about doing regional packs? I have actually. There are an infinite number of types of batches we could do going forward. Um, and people talk about, like, we talked about a Pacific Northwest pack not too long ago on the show here. We talked about like a logging pack um, that comes up from time to time, which would be difficult to do without geared engines. We talked about, like a New England or a Northeast pack would be, sort of a no brainer. A Midwest, you know, there are, again, there are an infinite number of packs batches that we can do. Excuse me. When it comes down to deciding what the next batch is, um, after this one, I might put it up for a vote. Well, because the one after this is People's Choice, and that's going to be taking the suggestions from the previous batches. So, number two and number one, because you could get a $5 add-on that would allow you to select a locomotive, and then it would be included in the next batch, or in a given batch, which was going to be batch number three, which is called People's Choice number one. And uh, that where was I going? Yeah, I that was going to be augmented by the Roads Online batch, yada yada. Thinking about doing a Deep South pack, yeah. Um, but going forward, we'll probably, there'll be some discussion on what is the next batch going to be based around. Number one was Steam Star Power because we wanted to get some really famous locomotives out there, and number two is sort of the same way, uh, but because the headliner or one of the headliners is Baldwin 60,000, it was kind of a no-brainer for me to say, okay, we're going to be doing some experimental stuff, some unique stuff. Uh, there are more like one of one locomotives in this batch, number in class one, than certainly than the previous batch, and probably even would have been in the Railroads Online batch. Um, So, yeah. I mean, you could totally commission a pack for $500. For people that are thinking about, like, ooh, I would love to just have a batch of everything I want. Uh, $500. That's how much it is for me to print the cards. Um, Seaboard 2664 cards sound like a Deep South pack. There was a Seaboard 2664? What the heck? Also, what would be kind of fun is a batch of just inspection engines. That would be a catastrophe. If you finish all options in America, I could do a batch outside of America. Yeah, well, like I said, one of the locomotives in the upcoming batch, the Great Experiment, is the Red Devil, which, yeah, there are 4 non-American locomotives in the upcoming batch, not including 3025. So Red Devil is one of them, and then you've got 3 more, 2 of which are from Canada. Uh, I don't think you'd be able to do that. I don't think you'd be able to have a speeder batch, but you might be able to have a speeder as a helper card, I guess. Uh, there will be a helper card in the second batch, and we haven't quite decided what it's going to be. If I can get good stats for 3025, or sorry, if I can't get good stats for 3025, it will be an FL9. If I can get good stats for 3025, I'm not going to say what it's going to be. There are a few options. There's a lot of nations in the world. Yeah, no, and there's a lot of locomotives out there. I mean, the SteamLocomotive.com database alone has over, I think, 16,000 entries now. So it's it's a big, wide, wonderful world with a lot of steam locomotives, and I've been assembling a dossier for the Locobase in order to sort of complete the set on things that we need in order to finish this batch. Another locomotive which is currently running, I asked Tyler to go and grab stats for. because it was something, it was in his wheelhouse, so to speak. 3025 is in the Valley Railroad. That's the one. A tank engine pack is on my mind. It might even be batch 4 because we were talking about that while we were developing batch 2. What's up, baby? I don't know. What have we got?
Are you for real right now?
What have we got that's like easy?
Little chicken stuff with broccoli and cheese.
We've had so much chicken. It's a shame we don't have more of the shrimp you made because that was really good. That's the only thing we have that's easy. I suppose everything else would be pasta related.
Yeah.
Which I don't want.
I don't know.
Too much pasta. Oh, I didn't grab any frozen pizzas. That was a mistake. I don't know. I don't really want to order. We are, Yeah, we spend a lot on food. Steamed hams, someone says. I don't know, baby. If you want the chicken things.
I don't really know because I'm not hungry. I'm just asking you.
Oh, okay.
You know
Yes.
I'll be hungry later.
I'm starving. I'm not gonna lie. I'm starving. I'm 10 seconds away from eating these, but I don't want to eat those. I want to eat these.
Why?
Because it's garbage. I don't want to eat it right now. I want to eat like
You know what I'm really craving? Now?
What are you craving?
I'm really craving cookies. Like I know sweets.
Insomnia cookies.
I'm really.
East, shut up.
What?
It's the second time he's made a hi blank I'm son joke in my stream chat. If a locomotive has the picture of it, it's out. Yeah, that is a problem. That was a problem with the Railroads Online batch. Trying to find pictures for some of these was not easy.
I tried to change my nose ring and I got irritated because my plan didn't work out as I wanted it to. So what I wanted to do was do the black ring and take the horns off.
And put them on that one.
Yeah, but I couldn't because I
the threading is different, I would assume.
The threading, no, because one doesn't come off. It's meant
that
one's only supposed to come off.
Yeah, I suppose they're not supposed to be mix and match.
Which is kind of upsetting because this one you can take both off. But the threading, this is way bigger than the ones that I bought.
Well, I mean, I can get the other one to come off. Just, give me a pair of pliers in about 5 minutes.
I mean, the girl that
It won't go back on, though.
The girl that I follow on TikTok, she super glues her things on.
Of course. Anyway. I don't really know what I want.
I mean...
Could I have a fruit cup, actually, please?
You want a fruit cup?
I want a fruit cup.
Look.
I don't need a spoon. I'm going to eat it like an idiot. Oh my god.
He might be.
Can you check? Is he in there? Lafayette's trying to get into the shoe rack. I'm sorry for the extended dinner time discussion. I hope nobody else is hungry. Is there a squeaky back there? Alright, give me this, Couldn't you have used the pictures from Heist's tech tree videos for the RO packs? Yeah, there would be illegal shenanigans. So the thing is, and we did dig into this a little bit because the RO pack got fairly deep into production. And, it is likely that we will go back and do a 3-foot gauge pack. I mean, if there's another 3-foot gauge game that takes up the mantle, or if Railroads Online sorts itself out or something, thank you. Okay, I guess you will give me a spoon, thank you. Then what? I know I didn't really answer your question. If you want to make the chicken things, that's probably the way to go. Or I mean, did we already eat all the Nashville hot chicken?
I mean, no, there's still some chicken.
I mean, I'm okay with more of that. It was really good. Just my stomach hurts.
Yeah, the thing is, my stomach hurts too. I don't wanna.
Maybe just make pierogies. Just make the pierogies. Just. Anyway.
More things, less chicken.
Yeah, more things, less chicken is true. We're out of rice too, huh?
No, we have rice.
We have rice? No.
I can make us eggs and rice.
That would be perfect. I would love eggs and rice. I don't know. You're the only one who uses the eggs, really. The last time I used eggs was for banana bread, and I can't remember when I used it before then. What's going on with Railroads Online? There was like an exodus of developers because Heist is intransigent and like doesn't want to change his vision at all, or like accept help. But then like another group of developers uh, tried to coup and like then released like a bunch of secret documents including like trying to decompile the game, etc., etc. It's a real catastrophe. Like
Are you
Heist is kind of a what? What? Yeah, formerly Tyler's thing. Uh, but
allowed to discuss that?
yeah, I mean it's public knowledge.
Do you want this?
But yeah, there was a
Do you think this is a toy? This is not a squeaky.
he thinks it's a toy. Uh, oh yeah, sorry, did I say Heist instead of Qmei? I meant Qmei. Yeah, so Qmei was being intransigent and my bad. And yeah, didn't want to change his vision, etc. You know, don't think it's Heist. It's not Heist's problem, not him. Uh, and yeah, then there was a coup and the yeah, everything is just he's still trying to make the game, but man, things went downhill fast. But my major partners in the thing, that being Heist and Tyler, are no longer with Railroads Online as of the original developer Exodus. So, uh, yeah, that's why we're not doing a Railroads Online pack. But there's not another like there's not another excuse for me to make a 3 foot pack. Uh, right now, the reason we were gonna do that, yeah, it was an epic fail. The reason we were gonna do that is uh, because we'd be able to sort of partner with them and get a good sized audience. The hardest thing about selling these trading cards is getting them.
Orange.
Okay, the hardest thing about selling these trading cards is getting people to find out about them. Just the publicity, right? The advertising. That's hard, and Kickstarter does a decent job of trying to share your vision with people. And I noticed that we were like number 3 if you looked up trading cards on Kickstarter while the batch 1 Kickstarter was going. Um, but it still only limits it to people who just casually browse Kickstarter. And that's why when we do launch into batch 2, I will still hopefully be, I'll be able to get the word out on, fellow channels. Heist hopefully will still give me a little bit of advertising space. Um, and, if we do some stuff with museums, obviously it'll be sitting in their gift shops. If this is Chris, I swear to God. No, it's not. um, oh, shucks. Uh, let me take care of something really quick. Let me do that. Today flew by. Today flew why? Oops. It's Claire's birthday today. What? What? Yeah, it's her birthday and their anniversary. Should make a promo video. Yeah, that'd be cool. I've always wanted to do like a tutorial. Now I should do something like East Broad Top, Roaring Camp, Big Trees, and the style. Yeah, exactly. Yes. Is the guy who narrated that still alive? I'm gonna write a happy birthday. There we go. Okay. Well, Gloria also says happy birthday. Not boy. Um. So, sorry. Let's continue here. Sorry. That was important. I had to take care of that. I should have a cameo. Yeah. Local. What would it? I need to get him to say Locomotive versus trading cards. What's that thing where you can like pay people to say stuff. I know you can't use it for commercial purposes, so it wouldn't work for an advertisement, but just getting him to say locomotive verses. Um, his own card. Get him his own card. But so the issue with doing something that's narrow, uh, Mew, I like where your head's at. The issue with doing that, and the reason we really can't do more museum stuff other than the Rare Museum of Pennsylvania and the uh, California one, is that these batches of cards, you have to have 16 Steam engines. 16 unique Steam engines. And yeah, you could double dip and do like, like for the EBT, you could just do multiple of the same class if you really wanted to, but that's kind of cheating. Could do a promo vid, make it like under a minute long, and just like put it on TikTok, put it on Instagram, put it on Facebook. Um, you're totally welcome to do so when we get around to that. Uh, dare I ask how many followers you have?
How many followers I have on TikTok?
Uh, but what?
Not many.
Not many.
I can say that right now, not many.
Well, um, anyway, yeah, but that is.
Actually, I have 104 followers.
You have 104 followers?
Yeah.
Oh, it's because of all those sexy dances you do, probably.
No, it's because of my work friends
Oh yeah, nice.
in Lafayette.
Well, he's a good boy. Works batter. It works batter. That's how you make cake. But yeah, no, that is, yeah, that's why we were doing like, okay, we're gonna do like a 3-foot gauge pack for Rareds Online, or a 3-foot gauge batch for Rareds Online, because we needed to have that many engines. And there may be a couple of other museums where you could get away with a full on batch for, like probably Steamtown has enough. 1 second. I just shut that door. Which would be an interesting full circle because they came up with the cards first. It might be a little bit of a. It might be a little bit of sort of like flattering them and being like, yeah, you guys gave me the inspiration for this, and now we've made like these other batches, and we'd love to do a partnership with you, so that yada yada. But of course, Steamtown is a national park, so I assume like the $500 expenditure on trading cards would have to be like approved by Congress, and I'd have to go before Congress and like explain why locomotive versus trading cards are essential for the economy or something. I've got this thing in front of me that I want to eat, but I don't like to eat on stream. I'm not one of those guys who like. I know there's like a whole genre of people who stream themselves eating. I'm not one of those people. All right, I'm done with the scenery for now. I'm gonna save, and we're gonna do some signals. Anyway, I've got some things. Let me just check if anybody said anything in here. Okay. So there's look into that. Okay, this is asking about I just got a message about a special order, speaking of cards. Else, yeah, I'll be on C-SPAN, guys. Honestly, though, C-SPAN is incredibly based and fantastic. Okay. So, there's Signal Bridge there. The next one is probably going to be up here, right? Oh, it's right there. Oh, thank you. I appreciate the appreciation of my mustache.
What?
I'm gonna need to. Somebody by the name of the flying, a viewer by the name of the Flying Dragon says he likes my mustache. Which, what a coincidence! I also like my mustache.
Nice mustache.
Gloria also likes my mustache,
It's my mustache.
which is like half the reason I keep it. The other half is because I'm lazy and don't feel like shaving all the time. And Man, does my facial hair get out of control when I just don't bother for like several months. I made a funeral? A funeral for what? Was it a funeral for Railroads Online? Because that would be sad and relevant. Um, how do you believe trading cards will promote my freedoms? Exactly. Can we convince Mitch McConnell to purchase trading cards? What actually? It would be interesting to see the cross section of U.S. senators and representatives that would purchase trading cards. I know Joe Biden would buy me out. Like he would buy the entire batch. Um, but for the soldiers who have served the USA. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Um, America. Raise the budget too much. We need 500 for a drone wheel. Yeah. Okay. Where's my electrical box? Did I put one over here? No, I was just putting down signals because I am lazy. Okay, hold on. My electrical box is right here. Amtrak pack for El Presidente, so that might be actually easy. AOC likes Amtrak. I I'd like a source for that, but that's fantastic if true. Uh, but I mean, she's from New York, right? You kind of have to like transit if you live in New York. Um, unless you have a ton of money. Uh, so yeah. I mean, how would one do? Should write HSR into the Green New Deal. Okay, fair enough. People like trains. How would one make an Amtrak, uh, like, excuse me, Amtrak card pack, right? How would one do that? All right, hold on. We're gonna do. I think I'm gonna put it right here. Name a leftist who doesn't like trains challenge. Yeah, right. Um, here's the issue. How do you get to a signal bridge that is right here? I guess from a road that comes in over here. Yeah. I'm going to put it here because it's after the, Actually, no, I'm sorry. I'm going to put it over here. Because it's before the, switch. Oh, how did we space this? Dirt road parallel to the track. Yeah, no, that's going to be what it is. Especially because this is just a dead straight line. All right, push this out a little bit. Push that out a little bit. Need to raise this up. Okay, grab that, apply it over here. We need to make an exception to include the Metroliner and Acela. Yeah, that's what I mean. How would you do an Amtrak pack of steam locomotive trading cards? The, um, we're not in the alternate universe we established with, the, uh, the Interstate Highway and Gas Act, or whatever it was called. Uh, So you don't have Amtrak steam engines. Maybe you could do. I mean, you'd have to do all the engines that have been on the Freedom Train. It would just be an America pack, basically. It'd be like, what are the most American engines we can come up with? And it's gonna be everything that was like painted up red, white, and blue, right? I mean, the booster card, the helper card, would have to be the GG1 that was painted up red, white, and blue. Um, And then yeah, you'd have a T-1, you'd have 4449, you'd have uh did TMP 6 was TMP 610 painted up? I think it hauled the Freedom Train at one point, right? Um You'd have to throw in like a Baldwin Trench engine because yeah, America fought in the war, right? Um Whatever locomotives we exported the most of. 610 was painted. Okay, yeah, I thought so. Um and then this is an interesting. Yeah, I was thinking 4014, right? Like because it's a big boy, or I would probably pick another big boy because 4014 is well no, I would pick a big boy. S100 and S160, that is a good call. That's smart. Um S100 would be coming in the California State Pack too, so we'd have to pick a different S100 instead of Granite Rock 10. 4012 in Steamtown, yeah, 4012 in Steamtown would be a good one. What's another one? What's another big boy that's out there? 4009 is out there. I know quite a few of them survive. Point is, that's ultimately unimportant. But yeah, a big boy, um, tank engine pack for S100, yeah. Um, Mr. Worldwide, uh, Northern and Western 611. You mean Norfolk and Western 611? I think we had 611 in the first batch, didn't we? Yeah, I think so. See, now I'm forgetting. Where's my card catalog? I made a card catalog, which is pinned in the foot stream chat. I mean, NNW, yeah, NNW 611 was in batch one. Um, so there's that. Okay. I probably want to go a little bit closer than the last set. So, or is it going to be just like a big gap until the first signal bridge before Pan Am? Because we need to 1361 was also in batch one. But yeah, I mean that is a pretty. I mean, some may disagree, but I think that is a pretty American engine. K4. I mean, it might be one of the engines that that we built the most of in the United States. I mean, a Dreyfus. Yeah, a lot of them are in Steam Star Power, like the ones that I would like associate with America, right? How many episodes are we from Pan Am? Oh man. Um, I'm gonna say at least 6, but it's more like 20. uh, what about Canadian national engines? I mean, those aren't really American, now are they? I mean, they are, but they aren't. They're American in a sense of the word. I suppose we have Canadian. Uh, we did a Canadian engines in batch one, and there are 2 Canadian engines in batch two. Um, one of which is fairly unique. Like in just in terms of what it is, not like that it is a unique engine, but just that it's a unique type. And now some people are probably going to run wild with speculation. I will neither confirm nor deny what it is. Grand Trunk Westerns because American. I mean, we could always have an American type. There's in fact one I can think of that survives that we were talking about earlier that might be something to have in there as a very American engine. A very American engine. I mean, actually, notably, having like the General would be the way to go in terms of having an American. Even though, yeah, even though Confederate, but Great Locomotive Chase. It's a pretty like distinctly American locomotive. CPR 440. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Anything. Again, I'm trying to avoid overlap now, but yes, I feel like I should be writing these down too. Like a potential batch of American engines. That would be kind of fun. The Murica batch. Uh, the General, maybe the Texas. Yeah, but I didn't hear Matt shouting, so I'll say that yeah, the Daniel Nason. Uh, I mean, it was the guy who invented the firebox, so honestly, you should make Pan Am a very old town. It's not going to be a very old town. It's going to be it's a farm town. I mean, come on, line up with the damn signal bridge. There we go. A 440 batch on its own would be very interesting, but a little bit too samey if you ask me. Um, come on, come on. Oh, there we go. The Pan Am terrorist attack of 1917. Jesus. 475 after batch 2 is going to be, yeah, is going to be important to probably nail down at some point. Uh, I'd like to do that. I'd like to do 475. All right, so this is going to be interlocking here. I'd like to sort of figure out what we're doing with the track arrangement here. But this is going to be a fairly simple set of switches, I think. Movie stars would be really fun. I was even tossing around the idea of Sierra number 3 for batch 2. Okay, so what needs to be built in Pan Am? Because the thing is, there are no crossovers on this side of it probably because it was designed to just run out in this direction. So what I'm doing over there doesn't make any sense, and you would just have the crossovers over here, which would probably be a very simple like 1 over 1 over 1 over, in order to get into Pan Am. But the other issue is because these are local platforms, that this is only a local platform, I would probably want to have a crossover back here to in order trains to get from the express tracks down onto the local tracks. But I don't think we need an interlocking tower for it. I really am not sure we do. But we're probably going to have one anyway, because, I mean, realistically, it would be an interlocking. So, we're going to have you going to here. Although I don't have like a specific idea of how long these switches have to be. I'm just sort of winging it. You going to here. And that one over there is going to be hand throw. Taking cues from run 8 now. And we'll set these up properly later. But for now, I just want to make sure they're all lined to the main. We have for those that are at least hobo rank, we do have a thread for this. If you want to throw ideas in there to kick around for what batch 3 might be my guest. Because, or sorry, batch 4. But, you know, I do want to sort of gauge what people are wanting, what people are buying, and what people are coveting, I suppose, in terms of future batches. What happened? Oh, because these guys are like... Oh, wait, no. Is this not... One of these is not straightened out. I think it's this one. Oh, no. Nope. No, everything here is straightened out. So why is this guy going underground? Can I have your Alcos? I mean, yeah, Alco. That wouldn't be a bad idea in seriousness. Um. Oh, you know what? It's because of the way these are set up here. So we're just gonna have to we're gonna have to make do. The Can I Have Your Alcos batch coming soon to a Kickstarter near you. I need to finish fleshing out the rules for helper cards, but that will be done by the time we put out the batch. I can basically guarantee it because it has to be done. Um, regional packs, yeah, regional packs. TJ mentioned. Uh, it's it would be very nice. This reality Great War borders. Oh, okay. All right, then we're gonna build. For now, I'm just gonna leave that like that. And then we're gonna grab a passenger platform. Where can we grab a passenger platform? Like a functioning industry, I should say. Probably over here, right? Lionhead. Okay. Where is it? It's over here. Lionhead Flagstop is right here. Grab this. Invisible platform 50 meters. Is there a smaller one? I'm saving the game before I go to the download station. Invisible platform, download station. Invisible platform. Ooh, there are shorter ones. Hmm. Alright, delete that. I just need to make sure these things are together. I want to sort them by name. Yeah, so this is this one. It's made by this guy who's 430 whatever. Sorry, 458053. So let's try. Let's try this one. Download. Don't crash, please. There it is, right there. I see it. It appeared already. Please work, please work, please work, please work. It's taking its sweet time, huh? There we go. Alright. Um, we're also going to need to have names for all these signal bridges at some point. All these locations. It's about 8:30. Oh, I even put down the 50-meter one. Oh, this is going to be too long. We need a much shorter one. Um, there are much shorter ones out there. Real quick, let me take a measurement. This is okay. Yeah, we need like a 10-meter one or a 20-meter one. We'll try 20, I guess, and then we'll adjust the platform. Download. Oh, there's a 15. There's a 15-meter one. All right, we're getting close to programming time, so speak now or forever hold your peace because I won't be able to see you. But yeah, so I hope everyone's excited. Looking forward to the second batch. Again, coming to Kickstarter near you soon. TM. I have to actually uh, finish making the thing, which I didn't even put the file in here. Which let me do that really quick while this thing downloads. This is refresh the page. Batch 002, The Great Experiment. Starts me on the nice purple page because helper cards are ACL purple. I really didn't have a better color, so that's just what I went with. Now that is connected to the abstract. You guys can't see this, right? No. It is struggling. It is struggling to download. Why is it taking so long? It keeps saying it's searching it, but there's 0 remaining. Guys, we've broken the game again. What should I do now? While we wait for it to unbreak. Should I try to download something else? The game might crash. I just closed out the window and I think the game crashed. Yeah, it did. They were green batch. Yeah. That would kind of just be a Baldwin batch, wouldn't it? Oh wow, it came back. It's still here. Okay, so let's try to do that again. Download. Okay, that one went immediately. Let's try to download the 15-meter one. GG1 is, GG1 is definitely coming in a batch from for the Rare Museum of Pennsylvania. So, somebody tell Roz. If we could get well, there's your problem to advertise for us, that would be the greatest thing on the planet. All right, 15 meters is almost perfect. We're gonna go with that. We're gonna put another one over here. I just had a panic because the air conditioner was blowing warm air, and then I realized it's because it reached the desired temperature. So, no need to panic. All right, so we need to break this. Yeah, if we do a I can actually do a rundown of. Oh, there goes the air conditioner again. I can actually do a rundown of things that are going to be included in the 2 batches. When we make them, if and when we make them, for the museums, and so I'll do that in just a second as well. This is not good because it's crooked now. And I have the root beer rag stuck in my head. Oh no. Oh, you know what? I should have done what I usually do, which is line it up perfectly with the track before deleting and adding the spline points. All right, hold on. Get rid of the spline points. Why did that go back 2? Ah, no, wrong button. Oh, there we go. All right, so let's line this guy up right in front of the station. It's pretty damn close in terms of rotation, anyway. Yeah, okay. We're gonna go with this for this side. Hopefully that is close enough that any departure from where it's supposed to be is subtle enough to not matter. Slide that over like that, and this over like this. No, don't yell at people on Twitter on my behest. Oh, is there a narrow version of this? There is, but it's only the 1960 version, so never mind. There's also not a 10-meter one. There's only 15. 15 is the smallest one, so we're just gonna have to make do with that. Oh, easy does it. Okay. I think that is as good as we're gonna. No, we can go one more notch over. Come on. No! 0.5, gosh dang it. There we go. We're leaving it. It's good. As good as it's gonna be. Okay. So, yeah, and also, the entire point of their Patreon ad being the only ad you hear on the show is this one. I don't think they're gonna do, like, advertisements for a bunch of random fans. Wait, where did what? Even if we like their show very much. But I suppose uh, there is like a 7 degrees to Kevin Bacon here because I've done videos with Heiss. Heiss has worked closely with Wings and Strings. Wings and Strings, they've done videos with well, there's your problem. So like, I'm sure I could get like a message through the grapevine, but I don't know if I would want to expend that sort of like social capital, right? Asking Heiss is bad enough. Um, Initial number of passengers, 2. Those guys have their feet embedded in the platform. Let's go higher. Near 2 of the same. There are clones here now. Holy crap. It's closer to me than most. Are you related to Kevin Bacon? Okay, we're gonna say like number of people at peak time is 20, which even that seems high. In fact, we'll go with 10, and then this direction we'll go with 20 because they're going towards like Olive and stuff. Oh boy, here he goes. We're actually pretty sure there's a relation that my grandfather came from the same part of New Jersey that Kevin did. That's actually really cool. I had no idea. I guess there are only so many people with bacon. He never comes to family reunions. Well, have you tried inviting him? All right. Dear Kevin, we think we might be your long lost relatives. Please come to our family reunion. See, there are some actors that would totally show up. This is the Pan Am station. There's the station right there. And Kay says his degrees to Kevin Bacon is pretty low because a cousin of his worked on Broadway who's still an actor. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. There's maybe a connection here. Please give money. No, I mean if you phrase it like, "Hey, we'd like to have you," you know, we think we might be related. You're invited to our family gathering. That might get a guy to show up. On the other hand, if you're just like, "Yeah, give me money," then no, of course not. But oh, hers. Oh, okay, my bad. Um, um. All right, we're gonna need another signal bridge. Actually, yeah, we will need another signal bridge. But the signal arrangement here is going to be a little bit different because um, of the way the tracks are arranged. You can just invite celebrities. Well, no, not all the time, but you never know. I mean, wasn't there that person who somebody invited the Queen to their party and she showed up at one point? I mean, Bill Murray will do that for fun. Um, I have a book, like I have a whole book about that. It's one of the best books I've ever read. I'm not gonna lie, best nonfiction books anyway. Um, and yeah, there are celebrities that have a sense of humor such that they will show up to like a family gathering if you were to invite them. Uh, and yeah, I'm fairly, Bill Murray is one of them, and there are probably others. I bet if you invited like best fiction book I've ever read, that is a really hard call. It might have to be The Martian, but that's kind of a milk toast answer. I mean, there's other space ones like Voyage that could take the cake there. There is like all the Clive Cussler books are really good. Um, oh hey Orion. Um, Um, best fiction book that I've ever read. World War Z is pretty close. World War Z is a phenomenal book. Um, but yeah, I mean it's that or something Cussler, I think. Uh, you should really need HOL if you what is oh, House of Leaves. Oh yeah, I haven't even heard of it actually. I guess I'll have to keep an keep keep an eye out for that. I've got a stack of books next to my bed that I've not touched in I don't know how long. It is it's a problem. It's something that you know that I would like to have more time to do, but trading cards. Uh, yeah, that's my bread and butter. The Isaac Bell series. Um, I own all the books up to Titanic Secret, and after that, I sort of fell off because he's dead. Uh, rest in peace, Clive Cussler. Press have to pay respects, but like I don't know about going on with his ghostwriter there. Um, yeah, I mean, if it has to be the book that I've read the most times, which isn't really a good metric, it's probably The Martian or Zombie Survival or sorry, World War Z. Um, Stalingrad. Oh yeah, no, okay, yeah, sure, I'll write that down. Where's my ideas, Doc? Let me write down Stalingrad. Um, oh, my outline broke, so I've got to go find it. Um, Town ideas, Camp Campbell. Okay, yeah, Stalingrad. Um, Michael. I mean, yeah, I guess. But like that's the thing. He wasn't really making those songs. He was, you know. Okay, wait a minute. Do I have a left version of this? Because I need full aspect, super signal. Um, the map that is coming out is not looking too good. Map that is coming. Oh, the one that you're working on. Okay, I need a left version of this. Um, did I? No, I didn't download all these. All right, time to save again. Make a unified Scandinavia. I mean, if you're in Hearts of Iron, it's an achievement for that. All right, this one I need to find the left version of. Just give me a second. Um, HDV DVR is what it is. Um, it's HDV DVR. Full aspect 17. Okay, this is vertical face. Um, where's the left version of this? Oh wait, oh wait. I don't even need to do that anymore because don't forget that your other left. Yeah. I don't even need to do that anymore because of Surveyor 2. Hold on, hold on. I got this. Um, edit in Surveyor 2. Please don't crash. Errors during load. Cool. You'll love to see it. Um, free move tool. I'm a god. Oh my god. Look at all these buttons. All right. Uh, anyway, back to Surveyor Classic. Um, there are usually left and right versions of signals. Hey, if I try to adjust this, what happens? But if I can pull this one. What happens when I go to? Okay, yeah. I just want to pull them back a little bit. Uh, edit and Surveyor. Back to Surveyor 2.0. Errors during load. Cool. Uh, this is. I have messed with Surveyor 2 a little bit more than this, but not that much more. That said, I love it. Like, this alone, me not having to find the left version of this signal, this alone is worth it. This is worth my $70 or whatever I paid. Um, okay, back to Surveyor Classic. Uh, oh, right, and these guys have to be... These guys in the middle have to... Yeah, hold on. Are these... Okay, no, these are the single head. I need the double head. Oh, canary aspect. Yeah, there we go. Don't tell me these are too tall for the canary. Okay, no, these are the ones we already have on the map. Get over here. It is almost 9 o'clock and I have not touched the AI at all. Weird day. Alright, well there's a couple things I need to fix before I let the AI run wild and actually I'm allowed to eat this fruit cup. Meanwhile, I need to grab my electrical box again. Where are you? I didn't put one here. Gosh darn it. Where is the electrical box? I'm slacking, guys. Alright. Right here. Give me that. I should have just typed in electric. Probably would have come up fine. I'm actually going to put this down here. This way I will never... This way I will 100% forget that I made that. Or that I put that there. And I'm going to put this box right here. And then we are going to need an interlocking tower, but I need to set up the rest of this before I do interlocking towers. No, TJ is correct. Okay. What was supposed to be on this spur? Oh, the goods track for Pan Am. Okay, let's save one more time before we start fiddling with the AI. Yeah, baby?
Yeah.
We have Bisquick.
Yeah.
Just, that would make even more dirty bowls. Gotta love team tracks, yeah. Why are they called that? Track mark. What? What? What is this? Why have I never seen this before? It doesn't exist. Something is broken. What happens if I go to replace this? Oh my god. What the heck? Get rid of that. Accidentally stabbed myself today after I exploded my farm truck's differential. Yeah, I saw about that. Loaded Reddit and made an incoherent response of knock some sense. Knock some sense into. Hey, no fighting. Alright, edit session. So there's a couple things we need to do in the schedule library before we get these guys to test. Olive Freight Trains. This is just called 001. What is this? Oh, right. This is the VMR. This needs to go into a group. Also, it should probably be in Olive Freight Trains. Like, what? Or in Wombeck Freight Trains, maybe? Anyway, I wish I could hide that. Okay, Northside Commuter all stops. So this goes to there, and then it goes to... Yeah, this is the Pan Am mainline track mark. So first, it actually... Okay. We do need to install the interlocking tower, I think, because we're going to need to set that up. We need to set up the interlocking sort of movements. on this. Which means we need some signals down here that I'm going to have to move again later. Or do we? Because it doesn't actually matter. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. It's an order to everything. You know what? I wouldn't complain about pancakes, baby. I'll tell you what. Um, okay, so a couple of things. Number one, this is probably going to be a full-on signal bridge. Number two, what are we doing over here? I feel like I need to build more terrain before I go through with this. But, I mean, it should just be another straight line, right? Because we're not about to hit the edge of anything. Yeah, we can go, hold on. We're going to stretch these out a little bit. First things first, let me set all these spline points to advanced mode. And I just want to do some AI, damn it. I just want to do some AI and eat my fruit cup. Alright, so let me grab this gradient here, which is probably flat. Oh, it's negative 0.25? We're going down? No, we need to start going back up. We need to start going back up, I think. Because there's going to be another rise over here, and then we go down for real into here. Which I haven't decided how like what elevation this is at, but based on the map, it's not going to be close to sea level. It's probably going to be, considering we are at, what are we at? Oh, not track condition. I want, this, yeah, vertex height. Because we're at 91, I would expect this to be at like 60. And if we were to do that, what would the gradient be? Let's just set 0 to this again. Oh, right, we need to use this, don't we? Or is this too long? Is this the longest I can make it? Might be. What is it at this end? 40. Okay, yeah, 49, and that's like negative 0.37. So, yeah, okay, we can get away with that. So we're just gonna make these flat for now, or we're gonna make it go up very subtly. So like point. Let's just do 0.25. Let's have it just bounce right back. Actually, even this should be going up by some measure. So, because this is going to be crossing this river here, and then just heading out. And then we'll do a 0.25 for a continuation from here. Oh, we need to figure out how to make these in a straight line. Hold on. We need a measuring. We need a measurement. We also need to do some more, add some more ground here, because if we don't, I'm going to have a real bad time. Grab this, use it. I just want long enough for this interlocking. That's all I need right now. Just to make my life a little bit easier. Can we start the AI by 10? Even if we do, it won't matter, because I gotta end the thing and go watch a movie, but, oh. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, did it switch me back when I switched back into Surveyor? Oh, crap. So, what is this? What layer is this in? Okay, that's in the route layer, thank God. What about the stuff over here? It's gonna be in the wrong layer. I mean, it's just gonna be this, thank God. Session layer. Route layer. There we go. Okay. That is not a straight line, obviously. Rulers. Let's go from, let's just try to line it up as best we can. With, like, the left, or the right rail here. think... Is this right? No. Just slide it to the right. Is this right? That's a lot closer. It's damn close. I think we're going to call that close enough. Yeah, this is long enough for an interlocking, I think. Especially when it's just shifting over to the right. You know what? Screw all this gradient stuff. We'll just make it flat, and we'll put the grade on later. Alright, so that seems to be about right. That's pretty much my spacing. Not quite my tempo. Alright. Alright. We're gonna have to straighten these out. They still seem a little bit off, but, you know. What are you gonna do? Get rid of the ruler before it gets in the way. I have to click the end. Move this signal bridge to here. I'm just going to place a new one, actually. That seems so not worth it. Okay. New signal bridge. Electrical box. Raise the edges of the signal bridge up so you can see a bit of the foundation, but not too much. You just get a tease of the foundation. And that we will end up adjusting later as we go through here and add, you know, stuff. Why do I keep crossing the river on curve? I'm gonna have to reroute it because this is stupid. So let's give these guys advanced mode, straighten them out, and this, in the endeavor of not having switches on curves, we will have an almost complete interlocking. Have I tried out any of the other new features? I played with the copy paste for a little while, but that's kind of it. I don't really know what all the features are is the issue. So I'm just, you know, I just see stuff and sometimes I like it. How is the new copy paste? It seems very cool, I just couldn't get the hang of it. Like, I know there's stuff there that I'm not getting. Oh wait, this actually... What I need to have is actually a switch over here that goes in the opposite direction, not what I was just doing. Why would you think that is what I wanted? Alright, straighten that. Oh, nope, straighten this out. Ooh, can I replace track splines with object splines? That's a good idea. That's a good question. I don't think so, but sounds like it would be cool. Okay, So now we have this interlocking. Um, I'm gonna need to put in proper switch stands before I make this a thing, which means that we're probably not gonna get to doing that part of the AI today, but we do need to do it. Um, that's not an interlocked switch. Oh, I just need the switch motor that I've been using. It's not like I need to figure out what thing specifically. Where's the switch motor? There it is. My grass blind turned into tracks. What the heck? Hi, Lafayette. Hi, good boy. Hi, good boy. Okay. Oh, that's what someone needs to ask. People were already asking the Railroader and Highball developers about um, boiler explosions, and what I really need them to ask them about is interlockings. All right, so do that, do that. Put these on the outside. Kevin out here with the weirdest Trainz mutation I have heard of thus far. And that's what it is. It's a mutation. Your route mutated. It grew more tracks. Now harvest rail, run a lawnmower. Yeah, exactly. Pro tip: don't actually run a lawnmower over train tracks. Bad things tend to happen. If you're in Florida, that's a guaranteed you get hit by Brightline. I'm almost certain of it. The missing spline counts as a track. Yeah, yeah. That's weird. But hey, that's the way it is, I guess. All right. I need to delete these. There's grass blinds or the ground clutter. Most of the time, grass blinds are okay, but if you're doing a big area, go for the ground clutter. I was talking last week about what I would do differently if I went back and made this all again, and the thing I would do differently is I would do clutter almost everywhere. Clutter is, as far as I can understand, it's way better on performance, um, and sort of to that end, it's just better overall. So the only difficulty that the clutter has is if you're going to do, yeah, it's less controllable than you'd otherwise hope. What the heck? What the heck? Why can't I place this? Track set objects cannot be placed in a layer above the track they are being attached to? Oh, crap! Oh, crap. Um, these pieces of track are in the wrong level. Need to be in the route layer. Because I built them. Oh, that one's in the route layer. This one is. This one is. It was just that one. It was literally just that one. What the heck? Alright, and this guy's going to be in the wrong layer too. Oh no, he's in the route layer. What the heck? Oh man, this game's confused sometimes. Yeah, clutter being based on the 5-meter grid is the thing that makes it difficult. So if you're doing tight spaces, spring for splines, and if you're doing like wider areas, clutter 100%. But like the edges of that area, then maybe go for splines again if you can find one that matches up really well. Come back to the tried and true formula of just like when you're route building, find a few things that go well together and use the hell out of them. I've said that 1,000 times, but it always is worth saying again. Use a really short grass as a border. It's a bit better, yeah. Okay. So here's the thing. So the interlocking is just going to go straight through. Um, and then we're going to do the same thing over here with the signals, which is I need these guys. Oh, 1 second. This needs to be double-headed, because it has two things. What is it? What was it talk about NVIDIA? Splines that use the clutter assets. That sounds interesting. Oh, gosh darn it. Give me this. Thank you. And then put it down over here. Trying to do more than one thing at a time never works. Humans suck at multitasking, just in general. Some people are way better than others, but, for the most part, if you feel like you're good at multitasking, you probably aren't. It's just the way it is. Okay. Give me this. And if I rename the signals, it'll be fine. And I just put the interlocking on top of where I want the bridge to be, which means that we're probably going to have to put the bridge on the curve, because God damn it. Unless I want to pull it in closer to here. Because if we're putting a mill pond over here, that means we're probably going to want to put a small mill over here, which means that I should probably draw a track off of this that goes over to that mill. Which means that we're probably just going to have to build another complicated culvert over here and call it a day. So it also means, because we're doing this the way we're doing it, I'm going to give one more attempt to find the correct signal here. This is the DVR. Oh, that's a catenary version. Sorry. That one. Where are the left versions? I guess they just don't exist anymore because you can move stuff around. Yeah, honestly, I'm not seeing any left side signals. Which is fine, because it means we have to use the, cool features. Edit in Surveyor 2.0. We just need to remember to switch back to the right layer after we do this. Oh, my nose is itchy. I'm honestly not sure they ever had them, Mason, is the thing. I don't remember them ever having them, but most signals do. Which is why, why I sort of bring that up. Left side signal. It's like a backing signal. Oh, my nose is itchy. I also might want to move that signal to, like, right here instead of over there. But the thing is, if I do, then the interlocking is going to cover this switch, which isn't something I want to do. Just build a standard signal bridge. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking. Since we're adding the mill pond, let's add the mill track here. Or here, rather. Scope creep. I'm just basically adding this as a note that I'm going to be building a mill over here. It's not going to be anything big. I don't even know what they'll do. But we'll figure that out. Okay, interlocking tower. Interlocking levers, my favorite. Okay. Let me just go find the thing. This is why pick lists are nice. I say, never using pick lists. Where are the pick lists? I once upon a time had them. Now I don't even know if we have them anymore, actually. Oh, because it's inside search filter, right? Yeah, pick list. Yeah, okay. Okay. Either way, it's a TRC3 and a PRS signals cabin. So we'll take this first. And I'm not sure where we're going to put this. But if I had to imagine, it would be somewhere over, like here. So that you can see in both directions. Either way, it doesn't really matter. We will move it again later, probably. TRC 3. There we go. Cool. We have a new interlocking tower. So this is going to be called. What are the other interlocking towers called? Oh wait, we just went by one. I don't think they have a standard name. It's just Mason's Landing interlocking. Yeah, that's not great because. Whatever. NM interlocking. Shortline said fat controller. Okay. So it's Pan Am interlocking. For now we're just gonna add the one thing. No, you said it. Oh no. Now I'm gonna get canceled. The plump president of railroad. Yeah. My brain is not in the fit state to make standards right now. Because we have to set these standards up before we do this. So where is my standards doc? Signals, railroad town location description. So this is GE PA. Hold on. What did I name the other ones? Let's go to Olive. Once I have one, I can copy it to all the others, basically. GE, okay, location would just be PAI. But PAI, track 4, or, track whatever. Or, sorry, PA South, PA North. Because these are both going to be controlled under the same tower. So, alright, hold on. Back to here. So this is PAN, PA North, track 2, northbound, southbound, PN track 2 southbound. And this will be GE PAN track 4 northbound. And we have not set up the signals yet. That is a future, like, major project. So if we go over to here, over here, add a path, PAN track 2 southbound to, throw that to the right. Yep, there we go. Assignment, automatic players only. I think that's correct. Clear on cancel is probably fine. How come I can't scroll up here? Yeah, I think that's it. Automatic players only, I think, is correct. So let me double check that against Mason Valley here. Edit. Automatic players only, yeah. Okay. So, we need to build another one, don't we? We need to make another one. Oh, these towns are so far apart. Okay. We need to do the signal. We need to do one more signal, which is this one. So this is GPAS. So Pan Am South. Because it's Railroad South. Track 2 northbound. Okay? Okay. The reason for that is, oh, we need to, that's not even gonna, that's gonna cause some problems. That's gonna cause some problems. Because that train's gonna get deleted and then it's gonna get stuck. Oh, man. How much more do we have to build before we can put AI down? You can't make fun of my favorite engine. Hey, Sir Topple Matt. Okay. Yeah, so I want to make the express run that goes straight through here. The only issue is, when it gets to here, it's gonna have to, like, here, we'll just put a dummy stretch of track and add a track ends at the end of it so that the AI works. Put that there, and then that might not even be long enough. Might have to make it longer. Here, come here. Come here. There we go. They just go off the edge. The train just goes off the edge after it's done. It just dies. Okay, we need to throw a track mark down here, which is going to be non-standard. It's just going to be express end. Because I need to know if the passengers work. Passenger trains work. Okay. Oh, crap. We still need to make the... we still need to make the interlocking tower path. It goes to the danger zone. That's 100% correct. Oh, I just went by it. It's over here. It's not by the station. It's past the station. Flat Earth confirmed. I mean, we already knew that. PN. Pan Am North, track 2 southbound. It goes to PAS track. Yeah, so that's correct. It did it automatically. Automatic players only. Clear on drive. Yeah, clear on drive. Pan Am's pretty small. It's pretty small. Assignment, automatic players only. Thank you. So those are the only two ones we need, as far as I understand. Edit session. Schedule library. I see. I wanted to do something else. I wanted to go work on the Lionhead turn, but oh well. So north side passenger. This is the north side commuter. All stops. It goes, instead of Jasper Mills, we're gonna have it go Yard southbound to track 2. Mason's Landing interlocking. Yard southbound to track 2. Get rid of that. Also, can I change? Oh, I can. Oh, I can just change it in here. Oh, that's perfect. Jasper Mills 2. Oh, and I can just type stuff in. Oh, that's so good. And we need another track mark. Oh, no, I didn't save. Let me save. Save. Magic. Thank you, Dragon. Okay, so we need a track mark about a half mile ahead of here at this signal bridge, I think. Or at least far enough back that... I mean, we'll do it at Jasper Mills, which seems like overkill, but we'll do it at Jasper Mills. So, edit session. If that proves to be a problem, we will sort that out. Scroll down to the end here. This is going to be going on track 2. This is going to be going on track 2. Jasper Mills, PA Mainline 2, PA Mainline 4, and then it will delete itself. But this one is actually going to go drive via track mark, express end, or drive to track mark. It doesn't matter. Drive via express end. After Jasper Mills, we have an IT set path at the Pan Am interlocking, which is going to be this one. After Jasper Mills, we have an IT set path at the Pan Am interlocking, which is going to be this one. Save the day, save your game. That's a good one. Okay. Alright. We're going to test it now. We're going to test it. I'm going to turn off my camera. I'm going to eat my fruit cup. And wow, I've gotten lower in the chair. I have been slouching. Turn off my camera. And you guys enjoy some passenger trains, I guess, for the next 30 minutes. Exit Surveyor, save changes, override existing session? Session? We're going to save a new route and session so that we don't break anything. Because we definitely made some significant route changes. Exit Surveyor. Please let me out. If it doesn't let me out, I'm going to be sad. I'm going to be very sad. It's not going to let me out. It's not letting me out. Help. Somebody help me. I'm stuck. I'm stuck in Surveyor. I'll be here forever. Oh, I just splashed myself with fruit juice. Splash myself. Okay. Select route. Go into here. And then let's play the session. And then we're going to ride a passenger train. My fruit cup is filled to the brim with juice. Save the cheerleader, save the world. Save the toll bridge, save the world. Oh my god. I just saw the thing that Pat pinged me in of the sticker. Okay, hold on. We need to find a train. Let's go to you. Okay, you are going first. Because that's what you do. The only thing is, I need to know how the express trains interact. So this one doesn't leave for another hour. You know, I need to know if some of the passenger trains have to get put on the local tracks so that the express can get by them. Either way, let's clock this guy all the way through Pan Am. I've got my spreadsheet out. Look at my beautiful bridge. Gloria's favorite kind of bridge, the kind that's not even pretending to be structurally sound. Okay. So previously, this train, which is train number 1, I think. Yeah, it leaves at 5 in the morning. Was clocked, it starts off at 5 a.m., clocked through all of it 5:06, and Mason's landing at 5:22. But we will see how fast it actually goes. It's a good fruit cup. This is how you can tell I'm hungry. I've never eaten a fruit cup faster in my life. Holy crap. Alright, let's do something else while this is happening. Let's do something really fun. Let me go through the list of locomotives that are going to go in the batch MO1 and MO2 for the Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania and the Railroad Museum of, or the California State Railroad Museum. So, off the top, let's do the Pennsylvania stuff. Oops. Don't minimize anything, thank you. Pennsylvania Railroad Museum, or Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania. These are the locomotives that would be going in the batch. The John Bull, PRR A4 number 94, that's a 440 tender engine. PRR E6S 460, that's a Lindbergh engine, that's probably going to be a legendary. PRR H3 1187, that's a consolidation. Yeah, there you go, thank you, Matt. PRR D16B 1223, everyone knows Penny. That's the 440 that ran at Strasburg for a while. PRR H6SB, which is another consolidation, 2846. G5S 5741, which is a G5, that's a big old 10-wheeler. E6S 7002, also ran at Strasburg. I believe was the fastest locomotive in the world for a spell. It's an Atlantic. Reading B4A 1251. That's an 060 saddle tank engine. Virginia and Cherokee 28D Tahoe. It's a 260. It's the Tahoe. The Olamana, which I think is an 042. PRL1 520. That's a Mikado. PRB6 1670, which is an 060. PRK4 3750, which completes the set of the 2 surviving K4s. PRM1 6755, which is a mountain. And PRH10 7688. Oh, it's an E7, which is a replica deepfake of the original 7002. Oh yeah, sorry. And then as the helper card, we would have Old Rivets 4800 PRGG1. Game's actually running fairly smoothly. So yeah, that would be our setup. Those would be the cards you could buy at the gift shop at the Railroad Museum in Pennsylvania. You'd buy a pack of 5 or 6. And so, yeah. That's basically every steam engine they have. I think it is every steam engine they have that isn't geared. Not including the D, the fireless engine. Meanwhile, batch MO2, this is your list of locomotives in no specific order for the California State Railroad Museum. It's actually 17 locomotives. There's one we still have to knock off. Also, we're getting hit by trees. Let me just move the camera a little bit. And I'm gonna go back to like the end of the train so that you get this thing in its majesty. Or the middle of the train, I guess. So, Kiso Forestry 042T number 6, ATSF 484 number 2925, ATSF 210 450 21, Central Pacific 440 number 1, Central Pacific 262T number 233, I believe that's the torpedo tube locomotive, Southern Pacific 462 number 2467, Grand Rock 10. And then there's obviously Kiso's narrow gauge. This is also narrow gauge. Matole or Mathole or whatever. Mattole 042T number 1. A narrow gauge Nevada short line 260 number 1. A North Pacific Coast 440 that's also narrow gauge. Northwest Pacific 10 wheeler number 112. SP 424. Everyone knows. Now the name is escaping me. Everyone knows the name of this locomotive. But the 424 is fairly famous, and I don't know why I can't remember the name. Southern Pacific CP Huntington, thank you. Southern Pacific 260 1771. Very similar to the engine that Milky works with. ATSF 2662 1010, or sorry, ATSF 262. It's a Prairie, not a Malay Mogul. 1010. UP 060 4466, which I think is the one in like Trainz 12. And then two Virginian Truckee engines, a 440 number 12 and a 240 number 21. Also there, of course, the cab forward, but we've already made a card of that, and the 260. Another Virginian Truckee 260 number 13. But because we're already making one of those, might get rid of that. Might drop that one. But we have to drop one more from there, and I don't know what to get rid of. I don't really want to ditch another VNT engine, because that feels like being mean to the VNT. I can't ditch anything big. The only thing that I can think of to get rid of would be, I don't want to get rid of one of the narrow gauge engines either, so maybe the SP 260, because we're already making one of those cards in batch 2, I think. Even though it is a nice engine, it's a nice one to have, it's not one that's out there like on the museum floor. It's in the back shop, so people don't tend to see it. The thing that we have not decided is what to do for a helper card for the museum there. There are a handful of good... calls Ryan just the CP Huntington. Yeah, no, I don't think I'm going to be doing that. Also, Tyler is lobbying for the Kiso locomotive to be one of the legendaries, which... tentatively, I did write it down as a legendary because that's too funny. The smallest engine there, the smallest legendary. But yeah, we'd have to figure out what we're doing for, for the rarities and also for the helper card there. Which, this stuff is, even if I were to write it down now, it wouldn't be final, because I would want to talk things over with the museums. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention when we went through Olive. What time was it when we went through Olive? We don't have a clock. CB Huntington a legendary too. Yeah, make both of the legendaries just tiny engines, just to keep people on their toes, right? I mean, the other thing I could do is drop something else and do the cab forward again, which I wouldn't necessarily be like explicitly opposed to, because there are only 10 of them out there. But we need some good locomotives that could compete with it. I did do a quick versus between 60,000 and the Big Boy, and 60,000 won. So, needless to say, it's a pretty powerful engine, and it's a very capable engine in the right hands. And I'm sorry, Matt, if I'm giving you flashbacks again. But, I'm just not sure. I feel like we need more, like, big Malays that can stand up to it. So, yeah. the other alternative is, because I would be charging basically a flat rate, we wouldn't include helper cards in these batches. But that's a question for, that's something to think about. Oh, that's right. This is the end of the train. I thought it was a lot longer. Cab 4 could be a jolly. Jolly? I can go in this car, right? Nope. That one doesn't have an interior? Really? Oh, it does. It does. I was going to say, I think all these cars have interiors. 1309 we've made a card of. That was in batch 1. The Yellowstone would be a good idea. I mean, obviously, big boys. There are plenty of those around that we could use. The Challenger is out there as a special order. Somebody has it. You'd have to try to track them down and see if you could get one off of them. But yeah, AC9. I mean, yeah, the AC9 being the winner of the Royales. We have not done an Allegheny. In fact, I don't know if you're in the Discord, there is a channel, or a thread rather, for Locomotive versus Trading Cards. It's under FanChat General, and pinned up there is actually the card catalog, so you can see what all is out there that you can. I'm sorry, it's dark. You can see what all is out there that you can actually, buy or trade for. But I'm just trying not to do repeats. And I'm trying not to do too much of one railroad. I mean, right now, if I look in the card catalog, there are only 2 railroads with 2 representatives, and one of those is going to have 3 by the end of next batch. I'm going to turn the AC off because I'm being chill. I know my leg is cramping now. High life, I guess. I've never used Discord before. Oh well. I'm just throwing it out there. There's also, I think, if you own the cards, there should be that if you own the cards, the little link on the card, which you got to type in, but it's a short link, will take you to the verse, to the rules. And there's a link to the trading cards, and I'm thinking about renaming this document. Locomotive versus. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it rules for now. But yeah, card catalog. There's 1 C&O engine, 1 Canadian Pacific engine, 1 Rio Grande engine. Oh, where are we? Oh, okay, we're still on the double track. 1 Everett engine, Florida East Coast, Frisco, Ellis and I, 2 NWs, 1 New York Central, 1 PR Marquette, 1 PRR, 1 RGS, 2 Southern Pacifics. Oh, sorry, there are 3 of these. There are 2 Southern Pacifics, 1 Southern. Oh, sorry, that's Strasbourg. 1 Strasbourg. 1 Southern, 1 Texan Pacific, 2 Union Pacific, and 1 Western Pacific. And those are all the cards that are out there in the wild, including those which were done as special orders, and so are were sold to like private individuals, and they can trade off them if they want. I know Ace has the SP 4488 cards, and he lost his, so that's unfortunate. Unfortunately, we do not do reprints for free. But here we are. We're coming into. We'll be coming down into Mason's Landing here shortly. Jeff is stalking away new instructions. I'm sure he's not. I'm sure I'll figure it out. And we actually do have 1 pack of the first batch still for sale And if it's still for sale by the time we start up the Kickstarter for the second batch, then uh, oh, Jeff is stuck again. Jeff, what happened? You? No, not you. Different Jeff. Jeff is gonna be in the mogul, right? Yeah. What are you doing? What the hell? How did you manage this? What happened? Did you, like... Oh, I know what happened. Wait, no, couple at track mark. No, you didn't even get to couple. What happened to you? Alright, well, whatever. Oh, it did couple. It just... That was a weird fluke. Hopefully that's just a fluke. I'll have to keep an eye on that to see if it happens again. Alright, and we're passing... We're passing Mason's Landing now. And this is 516. Wow. I need to move those triggers back. Alright, so that was 516 for this express train. And so we'll see when he gets to Pan Am now. And he's already gone. Oh, crap. I didn't know you could do that. I also didn't mean to do that. Alright. We're going through this area that we recently scenicked. It's nice. The cat is trying to beat the door down to get into this room, even though the other door is completely open. Hi, kitty. Yeah, no, I've never had that happen, but then again, I've usually been watching it, so maybe it's because it's on the other side of the map. I don't know. I don't know how you fix that. Need to have it do a safety stop or something. I think I even have derailments turned off. Like if I go into the thing, I think I have derailments turned off. So they had to like clip inside one another or something. That's pretty much what it's like. You just hear like pounding on the door. Coupled gently, yeah, exactly. Okay, it's 519 now. And there are some other trains out on the line. In fact, there should be one coming into Mason's Landing in not too long of a time. Yeah, I know Jeff is stuck. Hold on, let me, where are my map settings? I don't know where my map settings are. I always lose them. Oh, there's one. Here's a commuter train. Map options. Hide the gradients for now, just to make it a little less cluttered. Actually, hide the, hide most things. Let's see. What do I not need? Trackside labels. Yeah, that's better. This guy's booking it. Okay. We need to go back to our other fellow though, because we need to know when he makes it to Pan Am. Oh, we're already past past where the scenicking is done. We're not quite at the point. We're not quite at the point where we've run out of scenery entirely, but we've run out of good scenery. Hi, kitty. Yeah. Hey, kitty. That's how they get under things. The cat just baps the squeaky toys under stuff. Alright, so how long do we think it's going to take for us to get there? We crossed through Mason's Landing at 16 past the hour, which is what I have written down on the schedule here now. Joff. Yeah. Jeffrey. But this will be the first train that I mark down having arrived at Pan Am, or, you know, passing through. And let's see, what time is it now? It is, it's 5:22. So I'm going to guess that it's going to get there about 5:26. You know, I don't know how long this is. We haven't measured it either. That's the other thing that, oh, sorry, we can see this here if we had paid attention to the space, you know, what milepost it was when we drove by. We're not going to be able to do milepost until we make it to Gilson City, because that's where it's mileposted from. Or actually, no, it should be mileposted from Jefferson. So we could do that. We could put down the milepost if we started like guesstimating distance to Jefferson. We know Jeff is stuck. Unfortunately, quick drive. I can't quick drive to fix him. Yeah, it sure is, Dragon. I realize that often. Down here, you sort of get an idea of the vastness of this project. I mean, we're about to cross mile number 27 of running this train from staging. And we are, you know, we are not even to Jasper Mills. We are not even close to Pan Am yet, which means we are not anywhere near Bellington. And Bellington is like maybe halfway to Gilson City? Probably not. Maybe like a third of the way. I mean, if I go into my maps really quick, and I go over to Tolbrin, and I'll pull that up, as I do at the end of streams, oftentimes. And I can actually do. Hold on. Actually, do this. And I can show you guys my screen here, because it's going to be a while. We're passing Jasper right now, but I can turn my webcam back on because I'm done with the fruit cup. I was done with the fruit cup in about 30 seconds. Yeah, I mean, if you look at this, it does feel like we have a substantial part of it done now. Because this was just like this tiny minuscule chunk, and then once we do all this, it'll feel like a slightly larger minuscule chunk. But it is like, I mean, yeah, it's like 2/5 of the way. We've got 3/5 of this length to Gilson City to go, ish. But, you know, it's not like there's a even amount of effort per mile. I'm not going to release the coaches of the train. We're not playing MSTS. Anyway, it seems like it set the thing properly, so that's good. Yeah, we are most of the way. We are most of the way to being most of the way there, you could say. And that's, you know, one major railroad out of 4, and this is like the least dense area on the entire route. This is probably going to be the easiest section to build of any section we will build to, you know, from now until I die of old age, because that will be before the route is done. But yeah, from here up until we hit like this town here, you know, that's gonna be, yeah, from here to here. This is probably gonna be the easiest like 20 miles that we build. Except for Bellington, because Bellington has gotten much larger in my head. So it's going to make more sense for us to sort of, okay, we're already here. Oh. It's going to make more sense for us to make that town a little bit bigger with what we're doing. Yeah, I mean, I hope I'll be able to continue building this route after my natural death. Oh, like we can see where it drops off. Oh no. Oh, it's a negative 10.5%. That's actually way better than I thought it was going to be. Okay, it is now 5:27. 5:27 a.m. And that means train 207 should be arriving at Pan Am right now, or arriving at Mason Valley. Yeah, there it is. Right on time. Would you look at that? Or is he leaving? Is he leaving? Perfect. Oh, what else is happening right now? In 3 minutes, a train will arrive at Olive. It's also 10 o'clock, so we can't continue, but you know, it's time to wrap things up. But there he goes. He's gonna disappear. I need to see what the notification looks like, because he's supposed to notify once he reaches this. Once he reaches the bottom of the hill. Oh, I should have made this invisible track. Oh, it comes out the middle of the hill. Hold on. Dive, dive, dive. Yeah. Is he slowing down? Oh, he is. Just a little bit, but he's struggling. He's going off the edge. There's no way he's stopping in time. All right. It didn't notify me at all, and crashed. Oh, there it did. It just went. All previous tasks complete. There we go. We got a derailment. Like one that we actually meant to have happen. This guy was having a little trouble leaving the yard, it would seem, but, you know, that's normal. It's not Railworks, but it's something. Where are the trolleys? That's a good question. Where the hell are the trams? Okay, none of them are down here. They haven't even left, like, Mason Valley, or Mason Valley yet, huh? There is... None of them have left the car barn? Wait, when do they leave? Oh yeah, they leave at like 5:40 something. 5:42, yeah. Maybe they should start earlier than that. Nah. 5:42 is early enough. Bridge is down, that's good. Your train would take off into orbit if you applied the dynamics. I mean, apparently that's what happened to Jeff. Poor Jeff. He applied the dynamics and he left. His tender decided to leave him. We'll have to figure that one out, man. I don't know what we're going to be able to do, but I hope that doesn't keep happening. I hope it's just a random fluke. I'll have to watch him next time. But hey, everything seems to be working fine. And then we've got this guy who's going to leave in about 15 minutes, and this guy who's going to leave in about 30 minutes. 35 minutes. What was that? Was that from outside? Oh, okay. I saw like a flash. Jeff is stuck and awaiting new instructions. On the boat train. Boat train leaves at 6:30. Lafayette, don't go in the bathroom. Come here. Come here. Come here. You're not in trouble, but I need to smell you. Okay, you don't smell like the cat box, so you're not in trouble. What do I smell like? Stellar, you've missed everything, but that's okay. I hope you guys all have a good evening, and I will see you next week. Hopefully nobody will have COVID. This is the Admiral and Lafayette, signing off.